Welcome to Low Elo Legends game number 5. I think this one is. We have a very special match here for you tonight. What we have is a match on Archipelago, which is an all water map, as you can see by the many little lines of fish there. It's very rare to see ranked games played on all water maps because most people can just ban the water maps out of the rotation. I personally do that. Playing on water is a whole different skill set that I have never tried, never practiced, don't know it. That's why it's usually easier if you're playing ranked just to ban it out. So that's why I was very excited to find this game here. And so you can see like blue really they've already discovered the extent of their kingdom. So I'm very excited to see how these games go. Up here we have pink playing the Ayubids. These guys very fun. So you can do a really fun aggressive builds with it. Going for the very early House of Wisdom, which is perfect. This really should be the first thing you build. Versus the French, classic French. Usually they'll do a lot of heavy knight aggro with a feudal age up in School of Cavalry, but obviously not going to see that here because they'll need a dock first. So we'll see what they do. Honestly, I have no idea. This will be a revelation to hopefully everyone involved. I don't love the house right next door to the town center. That should be a farm there or space for a farm. But yeah, we'll get this here. So each island does have 2 large gold deposits. There should be plenty of gold, and even a small one here. So you get a small, 2 larges, 1 large stone deposit for each of them, which we see pink going for a little bit of stone early. Could be potentially thinking about a early second town center, which makes sense if you're not expecting as much early pressure. And pack a deer and a boar. Now, the Ayubids, French, I'm pretty sure they're like the Abbasids in that they cannot eat the boar because it's not halal, interestingly. You can eat sheep. Sheep are halal if butchered humanely, but boar is not a halal food. So the Ayubids cannot eat the boar. But French, no problem. They'll happily eat that boar, get that 2,000 food from that. We do see School of Cavalry from the French. Makes sense. It's kind of the go-to. Most every French player will go for the School of Cavalry over the Commerce one. Although the Chamber of Commerce could be interesting here, but because it trains land traders, it's not really going to be great because you'd want to be going back and forth here. We'll see. So yeah, so far pretty straightforward. Both sides keeping their villagers queued. You can see that already though, blue does have a pretty substantial lead over pink by 3 villagers, which is rough. Especially these early villagers really count for a lot because if you think of like, oh, they're gonna get me 50 resources a minute, that times however many minutes long the game goes, it's going to add up. So these early villagers really do count for a lot. Now, the Ayubids have a slightly different age up system than some of the other ones, whereas like French and most civs have to build their age up building. Ayubids, they get their research here. They basically just choose a wing to build in the House of Wisdom. Industry is not bad. I mean, I usually like to see Culture Wing first. That's my personal preference when playing these civs. It's a little faster. It gives you some interesting bonuses. But Economic Wing, especially, again, here because it gives you the wood when you finish it, pretty solid. Because that means that they can just immediately go drop a dock down and not really have to have someone on wood right now. But I mean, frankly, both players probably should have dropped the dock already, from my understanding of how to play water. But yeah, so blue does. Pink has not yet, but maybe with that surplus of lumber they just got in, hopefully they'll throw a dock down. Because there is a lot of fish out here. And deep water fish harvest very fast for fishing boats. And even like these shoreline fish. Shoreline fish are actually one of the fastest food sources in the game for villagers. So it's very worth it just to drop a dock down like this besides shoreline fish, queue up some fishing boats, and start getting that rolling. Plus, if you're going to go early aggro, which I don't expect either of these players will, you'd want the transport. One thing that blue maybe is not used to, usually your scout will find some sheep and kind of bring them back so you can keep eating a little more than 5 minutes into the game. Not so much on the island. The scout is desperately looking for more sheep to eat, but not a single sheep to be found. Now, good to see you go to the villagers here, go to the berries, maybe build some farms, but anything's better than just kind of sitting there. Yes, volume. Yes, exactly. See, you get it, Hieracon. Hieracon? Hieracon. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I apologize. But yeah, so far, the villager lead has kind of caught back up a little bit. Getting textiles here for Pink, which, if you're expecting early raids in aggro, it makes sense. Okay, great. They're going for the boar over here, as we kind of predicted for the French. Again, it is 2,000 food. It is quite a bit. They do lose first villager kill of the game, though. They lose one to the boar. It always hurts to see a little bit. But still, not too far off. And again, they still don't have anything queued up. So it is like a boar is killing a villager every 17 seconds here, if you think about it. But still. Yeah, first blood to the boar. No. 2 docks. Okay. I mean, if the game is going to go on longer than an early rush, you're going to want those docks. You probably want them spaced out a little bit, so you can, for the farming benefits, to keep the fishing boats out there. Yeah, we will see. Of course, Ibid's going for the berries, and also going to go for the deer. Deer are halal as well. Again, if butchered humanely or within the right intent. The boar should survive this whole match, though, so we'll keep an eye on that boar. Meanwhile, Wheelbarrow coming in for the Ibids as well. Great. Just a nice little passive economy bonus. It gives all of your villagers a little faster movement, makes the little walks a little faster, makes them carry a little more, spend more time actually gathering. Very nice. Again, especially in a game like this where both players probably won't be even encountering each other for a bit. Getting those economic upgrades is very nice. Now, if they can get monks over here to these sacred sites, it's great. Very hard, easy to defend. So that's a very possible victory route, is securing those sacred sites, as well as all these relics scattered about. Just getting that early scouting done can make your castle age transition a lot easier. Now, Pink is getting forestry. Forestry is unfortunately a completely worthless upgrade. It doubles the rate at which they chop down trees, but that is such a small proportion of the time that the villagers spend gathering wood that it's effectively sort of useless. It doesn't. I think the actual gain is like a 1% improvement in rate overall across a period of time. It's worthless, so don't get forestry. I'd rather you get your upgrades than not, but forestry, just so you know, doesn't really do much. Not really worth getting. Now, they do have enough to age up to castle age here. Blue also very soon will have enough. Yep, okay, there it goes. Dropping the guild hall, which is great. Guild hall, you can store resources in, just get basically passive resources. Very, very useful. Again, especially if you're going to be a little turtley, a little slow, kind of just harvesting things. We'll see which of the wings and upgrades they choose here for Cherry Misfit. Again, some interesting choices for sure. Military wing gives you just some free units, which is nice. But again, since they don't even have a transport ship yet, doesn't seem likely. Pink being very defensive, getting the early arrow ships, getting the arrow slits on the dock, and an outpost nearby. I really want to keep those docks up, but I do like that they immediately send those archer ships out onto the map. And if they're paying attention, they would have seen that the fishing boat from Blue. Not sure why Blue is, maybe just using it to scout, find out where the trading posts are. Trading is a very viable source of gold income if you can secure it here. Yeah, so far, just kind of out sailing. Going for a little cruise. Ideally, you'd want to split these up, do some better scouting potentially. We see a warcog earlier on. 2 warcogs, which will just destroy these archer ships if it comes to a brawl. See, do they get the second dock? They are getting a second dock. That's perfect. You really do want to see multiple docks here. Meanwhile, Ivids also have a kind of a cool mechanic. They have the Golden Age mechanic, where they are incentivized for building all their units in kind of one large city, more or less, that increases the rate of a whole bunch of their stuff up here. So if they keep these guys all kind of in a contiguous form, they'll be getting these bonuses here at the Golden Age. Might be a little tricky. They might need to do some deforestation first, but we'll see. Meantime, Blue is already training some knights, so they might be going for an early transport raid here. So at some point they did see this is a bug in the Age of Empires spectating system, but Blue did see the docks right here. So they do know that at least that's where the enemy is, so they could go for an early transport drop-off of some knights, which would just be frankly devastating. You could just run those 3 knights around, and you could just harass villagers forever. They'd have to build a barracks, they'd have to do a whole thing. It'd be great. What they should do, really. If you're building these knights, use them. Also have a decent little navy gathering as well. So if Blue pulls this off, it might be very bad for Pink. But they do already have the barracks up. They could just crank out some spearmen potentially. Blue Harbor doesn't really have the economic upgrades. They do have the wood one, which is the most important one when you're going for the navy. Meanwhile, Pink is getting the reinforcement one, which will let cavalry units get some siege weapons, as well as immediately make some desert raiders, which are horsemen that again, they're raiders. They're not great. Their stats are not great, but they're free here, and you continue to get some for free, so it's not bad. They're definitely not a terrible unit, just not generally what you see here. We might see our first conflict. Archer ships coming around. We did get archer slits. The warcogs do bonus damage to the archer ships, an extra 45 there, so immediately wrecked those archer ships, sent them scurrying off. Actually, quite a decent size navy from Blue. Blue was really doing quite well here. They could. One of the big perils of these maps is that if your opponent takes an early lead in the sea, you can just wall off their entire island with a blockade, and they won't be able to, really build docks and do much. So you can shut down the game pretty early, which is, again, want to see aggression. You really want to use these units early. Don't lose them, but at least be applying pressure. So sending these guys out onto the map would be great. Wow, lands the demolition ship, gets the half-constructed dock, and almost takes out the sprinkled ship. With just a random demo ship from Blue. That's got to feel good. Feel bad for Pink, of course, but good for Blue. There's another peril of building all your docks all together like this. This is just asking for a demo ship to come on in here and just destroy things. Yeah, these are the Desert Raiders that we mentioned that Pink will be getting for free consistently throughout the game. You usually want to have them on the bow version. They can switch between melee and ranged. They can also build siege units. So if theoretically Pink were to do a transport drop over here, they could build siege units at the location, which can be kind of nice. But I don't think they're going to be doing much of anything here with this huge fleet from French. And they're getting incendiary ship upgrades. They're slowly queuing some more ships, which is great. Got a couple more sprinkled ships in queue here. We'll see if Blue starts getting trade since they kind of control the sea. You can really capitalize on it by sending these traders out here. I'm not sure if the trade ships here move faster than the land ones, but they're pretty quick for these trade ships. Oh, here it is. The load up of the units for Blue. Let's see where they land. Now, if they land directly under all of those arrow slits, it could be a little rough. Oh no, they just brought villagers. Okay. They just really wanted this stone. Now, I know when I was a kid playing Age of Empires, on water maps, I would love to build like castles all on each of the islands, a bunch of towers, like a tower here and a castle here. So maybe that might be what Blue is going for. We'll see. I was hoping that they would be taking these knights over, but it's okay. It's all right. More stone is okay. Never mind that they still have most of theirs back here. This is better stone, higher quality. It's the island stone. It's like Himalayan salt. It's not really better. There's just some trace iron in there. It's like, okay, yeah, but it looks cooler. It'll look great on the castles. Meanwhile, more upgrades coming in for Pink. Getting their water. And then Blue also getting some of the more specialized upgrades, the mining upgrade. They really want to increase the gather rate on that stone. Either player's been housed, which is nice. We'll check in on the villager count. Looking bad for Pink. Down by 10. Lot queued up for decent, for both of them. And again, if you're queuing villagers, just queue a bunch of them. It's okay. Both these players are floating a bunch of food. Like nearly 2,000 food for Pink here. They could almost age up here to the Imperial Age, especially if they do this culture wing. We'll see. Decent sized little navy here. Versus these warcogs. Does have the extra health upgrades, which can be a pretty huge difference for these sprinkled ships in these fights. Wow. More ships being queued, more archer ships. Now French is getting these gunpowder ships. Now again, I don't know much about the naval side of Age of Empires, but these guys have longer range, which are pretty good for bombarding structures. They're great for taking out docks, towers near the water. You can really lock someone in with those. So we'll see. Again, hopefully they'll get that. I mean, they're expensive, but if they get those, they can really start sieging in here. So there is one little bonus dock back here for Pink. Also, just forgot about these two archer ships, just kind of hanging out over here on the coastline, enjoying their vacation. Still more villagers coming in for both of them. It's great. Hopefully Blue will just queue some more. Same for Pink. Come on, Pink. Queue them up. Queue up those villagers. No, okay. Well, oh well. Eventually they'll get to it. They're up to tier 3 on their golden age. There's 30 structures on their little island altogether. It does give a pretty decent size boost to their production rate. But despite them hitting castle age, those relics are just sitting there untouched, even though that's just free gold. So I would like to see that being capped here. Blue has the right idea with the relics, I think. Yeah, they've got both their island relics in here. They are capped on. Okay, they did make their houses good, and they destroyed those extra lumber camps that were taking up space here. Golden Age tier deactivated. Did they lose a building? Did they destroy something? Oh, okay, yes. So pink destroyed a building here, which separated this, so they lost their bonus temporarily. But once the mosque is back up, then they can get that relic. It'll be all A-okay. Now, I wonder if they're going to use this transport ship with this monk here to go grab those other relics. But do they know where the relics are? No. So blue hasn't seen any of the other relics. Pink does. Pink knows they're there. But blue in the dark with the little stone mining outpost. And I fully expect them to slap a castle here right on top of this stone outcropping once it's gone. We'll see, though. Because the transport ship's down here. Did load the monk into it, so hopefully blue will find those relics. Get that income. Not sure where that little dramatic music sting came from. Ah, up here. Okay. Warcogs chasing these trade ships. So pink was trying to get some trade going, but immediately got spotted out here by these warcogs. The rest of pink's fleet is coming in to try to protect these trade ships. Because again, you can see pretty decent amount of income if they make it back for free. I didn't expect this aggression down here. Blue needs to move these ships up and do something with them while this attack is going on. But blue tries to pull up into the corner here, buy some time. That transport ship going full force at them, even though it has no attacks. These guys will just get destroyed by those. Oh, good demo collisions. Wowie. Wow, wow, wow. Hey, Soyman, how you doing? Soyman, is that... Surely that's how you pronounce it, right? Anyways. Yep, that's what we want to see. We want to see blue coming up here, pushing in. Drops the monk, grabs it. Wow, manages to somehow save the monk there. But in the meantime, blue is posting pretty hard up right outside here. Blue doesn't have really like anything that can stop them. I mean, well, we'll see. We'll see with the upgrades at this point. I did post this earlier on Reddit, so I was looking for other games to cast until I found this beautiful one. More aggression up here. That empty trader ship, but the monk's stranded out here. Hopefully, he has some sort of beach ball based relic to keep him company on that island. Meanwhile, the gunpowder ships here, the Galleass, pretty good damage against the building, but pink is gonna clean this up. That's not normally what you see. Yeah, at low levels, it's very rare. I was so excited to see a water match like this down here in bronze. Meantime, they did get Imperial Age, which is great. Again, you're not really under too much pressure on the land, so you do have extra resources. Rebuilding all the docks in the same place on the same line it's a choice. Hopefully they'll send at least a decent number of villagers over here. Nope, it's just one who has to do all the work. You know, I definitely have been this person before, just tasked with like, oh yeah, I could have help. No, I'll just have to do it all myself. That's fine. That's all right. Blue is rebuilding a little bit, not a ton, honestly. Their fleet pretty tiny. Meanwhile, the Ibid fleet looking good, looking proud. These the 17 idle villagers just sitting here on the island, being bored. I mean, blue did just move them, so blue's thinking about it. Blue knows they're there. I was expecting a castle here. That was my early prediction. We'll see if it actually comes true. I don't know why else blue has 4,800 stone. That is a wild amount of stone. I do like the number of fishing ships here from blue, but they got to start getting more of these ships online. And they how many? They only have 7 people on stone, and they're sitting on 35 on gold. That is wild. They dramatically need more. Is this just a monk scout up here? It's kind of hiding in the trees a little bit. All right. All right, chat. Do you think Blue will ever move this guy out of the forest? Or is this monk, is he taking up a life of solitude? Is he hanging out here in the forest for the rest of time? I kind of suspect Blue will leave him there and forget about him. We'll see. Just because I would probably do the exact same thing and forget about him forever. But we'll see. We'll see. Yes, the hermit monk, exactly. Living a life of solitude here in the trees. Yeah, he's definitely been forgotten. Blue, I don't think Blue will. Blue was good about getting the monk with a relic back, though. And you can see down here in the relic overview thing, they're getting 240 gold a minute for free just from those relics. This relic here that Pink they could just easily take this. They have the moss. Yeah, they're getting a lot of Desert Raiders built up here. And that's just the from one of the upgrades they chose here. The military wing is just getting, or one of the two choices for military wing is just getting them these free Desert Raiders. Meanwhile, look at that fleet. Well, that didn't go well for that transport ship. I'm not sure if that was another monk. I didn't catch that. Looks like Blue has moved some more people over to wood. But right now, both sides' resources looks pretty skewed. They both need to move people more onto lumber. Make sure they're getting their lumber upgrades. Again, when on a water map like this, lumber is the most important resource. Now, despite that early huge fleet from Blue, they didn't really capitalize on it. And Pink might be able to just lock them in here. Because these are all just fishing ships. This is just not going to go well for Blue. And again, like I said earlier, it's very possible to just get completely locked off here. Because if you lose all of your docks, it's not, I mean, you're just locked. They can just patrol their ships around and bombard you. Yeah, no one has went to any of the other islands. It's bizarre. There's been no second town center up over there. Usually you'd see a mining camp up here or a lumber camp, something. Because especially in this scenario, if you get locked in, you're going to want to have a little backup route. Man, the score between the two is it's a pretty wild, massive score discrepancy. Pink just going for a sail. I've seen most of the map, not all of it yet. Maybe they're hoping to catch off more fishing boats here, but still hasn't actually scouted the very front. Meanwhile, slowly getting more. No, blue has more knights in the queue though. Those knights and these men at arms, they're gonna do. I was gonna say it. It's a poor matchup against a boat. A knight does not match up to a boat very well. Turns out the boat usually wins those matchups. And the bombardment starts. Look at that. Zebek? Chibek? How do you pronounce that? I have no idea. Showing my ignorance here. But this is another one similar to the galleass that the French had. It's a gunpowder ship base that's very good at bombarding structures. This might be a shorter game than I predicted. If Blue doesn't do something about getting their entire shoreline just obliterated. Again, they have one dock. They're not making any units out of it, even though they have the resources. Now they're housed, so they can't. Pink is one of the problems I foresee for Pink is that all of these Desert Raiders are slowly taking up their resources, so they're almost at the 200 unit cap. So if it came to a fight, they might eventually be forced to either kill those Desert Raiders, which I don't know if they know you can do. You can just select him and press delete, and it'll kill him off. Or you do a transport to get over here. But Blue, you got to do something, Blue. You had such a good start, but this isn't it. That guild hall. Shot. It's not going well. Might be a short game. I don't know. Yeah, not a real response. Let's see if we can see. So this is their camera right now. So blue is looking back here. Maybe he's going to selects those villagers, sends them over. No. Blue looks a little panicked from their frantic camera movements. Blue, if you build a dock, you have 10,000 gold. Please spend your resources. Oh my god. You have 10,000 gold, 2,500 wood. Yeah, they lose the guild hall. Monastery's going to be... Yeah, it's probably going to go down too within range. Lose that gold income. Build a little house in the woods. This monk still living his hermit life. We'll just check in on him again. Yeah, this is not going well for blue at all. Okay, they're going to repair the monastery. See if pink gets bored and moves off. There's nothing in the queue. Okay, there we go. They did queue up a bunch of warcogs, all from their one dock. Hopefully that'll be enough. But now, pretty blasted landscape here. You rebuild this and immediately get just cannoned to high hell. You don't need to rebuild this right now. Don't waste your... Well, you got resources to waste, I guess, but... Yeah, needs more houses as well. But they just queued up all of their things, all from the one dock. So even if they do get the houses, it is going to be a while. And like we've mentioned in other games, it is really important to get multiple production buildings. Otherwise, it just takes so long, like 23 seconds each just sequentially. Means your Navy's going to take a really long time. Yeah, they're playing their hearts out, absolutely. You can tell from... like how frantic blue was there. Like blue is racking their mind. Like, oh god, okay, what's the plan? What's the plan? Okay, what do I do? Look up here. Okay, I'll queue some more. Yeah, I'll need more ships. I'll look up here. Make sure I get more houses. And man, I sympathize so much. This is exactly how I played for so long. I still probably not far off these guys. Big fight here. Looks like blue did try to focus fire onto the sprinkled ship, but ideally, if you have these sprinkled ships, you want to be shooting the archer ships first. That is blue's last dock about to go down. Not before another sacrificial ship comes out, though, and is blasted. Now, they do get the resources back, so that's it. You know, the game's kind of nice in that way. It did give them the resources they had queued up there. I don't think StarCraft does. I'm not entirely sure, but I think StarCraft you lose the resources of the things you had queued up if you lose the building. Meantime, pretty decent amount of Desert Raiders just slowly building up here. Pink could probably just build a transport and send it over. But at this point, they're a house. They would have to delete some units. And blue, weirdly enough, does still have the villager lead. Which is wild. They have 46 on wood now, which is good. Would have been nice to have them spread out across some of the other islands a little earlier. But they're doing their damnedest. More knights are not the answer, though. A trebuchet is interesting, though. I like the idea of a trebuchet. Yeah, I'll just outrange the ships. That'll work. I mean, the trebuchet does... If it hits a ship, that ship will feel it. The ship will know it has been trebucheted. It's an extra 200 damage on those treb shots. I don't hate it, I guess. I mean, it's better than the knights, because again, the knights versus boats is a poor matchup, but trebuchets versus boats, a little better. A little bit closer. I might even kill a warship. Oh. You really don't need all these knights and these men-at-arms, though. Yeah, just get 40 trebuchets, and they can't come near your island. That's got to be Blue's plan now. This is the first success Blue has had. Surely, I mean, they did lose their siege workshop, and they're still making knights, which is strange. And the villager counts have evened up. Pink just has such a fantastic position. They could be, yeah, they're trading. They have 1 million docks, so anything they lose, they can just quickly remake. They have so many desert raiders here, 27 of them. Yeah, 16 bombard transport ship. That would be incredible. More ninth. I'm just saying, a horse and a guy with a stick versus like a cannon on a boat. Like the water is a factor. I just don't think it'll work well for the knights. Meanwhile, trebuchets launching back. Gonna need a lot more trebuchets though, so I hope that Blue will get. Well, ideally Blue would want another dock, but hopefully at least Blue will get another siege workshop here. Meanwhile, the fleets the fleets were forced to back off. So Blue, little thing. They're one monk up here still in the woods. Now, what does Pink do here? Surely they've got to get a transport ship, right? But again, I don't know if they know they can delete their units. So I don't know if these desert riders are going to slowly keep them pop capped. Horses can swim, I think, but they can't fight and swim. It's an either or thing. So they could swim their horses across here, but the guy on the back would drown, so it wouldn't really be worth it. Yeah, Don Quixote. Yes, exactly. Okay, finally seeing the Imperial Age, the Red Palace here. Just on the edge. I think this will still get shot by the Zele or Zebek. And I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. If someone could look that up for me and tell me how, that'd be fantastic. But see, 9 tiles range. I don't know how much range the Red Palace has. We'll see. So far, I mean, I'm surprised Blue is staying in this. I probably would have scooped and forfeited, like, all right, yep, I've absolutely lost this one. I'm done. Still no no transport ships from Pink, but we do see. Well, they do have a transport ship. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna actually see a transport ship drop here from Pink with all these free desert raiders, which again are not great units, but they're free. You might as well use them. Zebek. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Soyman. And they do still have the Zebeks around really all over the island. So they Blue still, it doesn't really have an out. Zebek? Really making a fool of myself, I'm sure. That's okay. Still, this passive gold coming in for Pink. Pretty good. 500 gold a minute. Now, I'm still a little confused as to why Blue got all of stone so early. They were so all in on the stone, but they haven't used any of it. And so we do see this here. And honestly, those 22 knights and 32 men at arms, they'll be all right here, I think. They're gonna, in this case, like, oh, maybe Blue's a genius. Maybe Blue knew this was coming. I mean, Blue's not microing them at all, but okay, there we go. Come on, at least attack move him in. Keep that trebuchet alive. Meanwhile, Pink did right-click on that trebuchet, so you can see all of the desert raiders circling in to try to kill that one trebuchet. But there's just too many knights and men-at-arms here. And keep the trebuchet alive. Throws a rock at that guy as he gets shot to death. Pink might have more difficulty than he imagined here. Might have to actually make some units. I do like that Pink has kind of scoped out all of the sides here with their fleet. They're really going for the full blockade. Even these guys, a little close. Could get your Z back hit with a trebuchet. That's so funny. These 3 spearmen are gonna build so many rams. Oh, oh no, oh no, pink, pink, no. All right, go ahead and build it. No, not that one. Maybe this one will work. Yeah, we'll get this one up. That'll work just fine. No, no, not again. Oh, the rams. Well, all right, we do get. Oh. See, that's what happens to the knights when boats get involved. Did you see that? What happened to that knight? Awful. It's rare to see a knight get hit by a demo ship, but that is kind of the expected result. Brutal. Who knew that demo ships did bonus damage to ground units? Well, plenty of extra desert raiders here for pink. We're 40 minutes into this game. Still, no upgrades for pink. Probably would have helped to have some of those upgrades, or the blacksmith upgrades. Do they have an institute up? Are they getting any of those? No. This relic is still sitting here unclaimed. Blue does, like, they did keep their relics up. That monastery is up. It would be nice to get the tithe barns here. If you're just going to be sitting and defending, you've got 3 relics. It's worth it at that point. Especially when you can't leave your island. Ghostly outline here. Meanwhile, the monk is checking in. Yep, still there. Okay, just checking. Lumber camp. Blue has been good about rebuilding lumber camps close to tree lines. That's something that I need to work on personally. Because if you have your lumber camp too far from the tree line, it really increases the time that your villagers have to run. So you have to kind of continually move them up as you chop down the tree line. I'm terrible at that. But Blue has been very good about it. So that's great. The military count is a little painful to look at, but most of it's boats. Boats can't hurt you if you're on land, right? Except for these guys here when that bomb hit. One trebuchet over here for pink. Pink's going to bring a trebuchet of their own. Getting a lot of the Gulams here. And Gulams also countered by knights. They don't do well against knights. I'm surprised we're not seeing more spearmen, but the Gulams will do very well against these men-at-arms. I mean, nice little idyllic island that Blue has. Not even attempting to build another dock though, which is wild. I'm not sure how they think they're gonna win. Oh, Wonder! Oh my God! Oh, they're going for the Wonder. That's crazy. I don't think you can win. You can win by Wonder in ranked? I honestly don't know. But so that was the strategy. That was why they got all the stone. That is very interesting. I don't know if that works. I legitimately don't. You never see Wonders ranked game. They're so expensive. So a Wonder costs 5,000 of each resource. Takes 10 minutes to build for one villager. I mean, this many, it'll be quick, but you're building Notre Dame. I mean, I guess that explains why they build all these knights and stuff. They want to keep their island safe. But we do see another drop-off of Desert Raiders here. Just kind of offloading them because they keep getting made for free. Like, well, these trash units. And Pink did get the upgrade where the cavalry can make rams as well, so it can help here. Yeah, that's a valid victory condition. We might see a Wonder victory here. But does Blue see? Oh, Blue, you don't see. Galaxy Brain Blue, you need to have your island scouted. You don't know that right around, like, just past this one tree, all the rams are being made. But hey, that timer's ticking down. That is truly Galaxy Brained. That is not what I expected to see. But hey, that's gonna work. Yeah, more knights. They are queuing up more men at arms as well as more trebuchets, so they did get another siege workshop. They're finally getting their blacksmith upgrades too. That explains why they were banking so many resources. But maybe Blue is actually a tactical genius here. These rams are gonna hurt, but these desert raiders themselves are not going to be able to. They will not stop this size of army at all. So hopefully, are there more units coming in? No, not really. Most their military cap is just in these bows. So if it's just these guys, they're going to get wrapped up here by these guys, I think. Decides to build the walls, but just now sees these guys coming out of the trees. Let's cut to Blue's view here. Blue's clicking on the screen. Goes, oh God, suddenly, oh no. Oh no. If Blue wins by wonder, I'm going to lose it. That's incredible. And I think Blue will, they will, maybe? No, those knights, it's too many. It's too many. Oh, Blue. And ran out of wood to repair it. Oh. I mean, Blue does defend this, but they don't have enough resources. They don't have the 5 grand of each resource to do it again, though. Oh, that hurts. If they'd responded a little faster, they could have walled off and got some body blocks in the way. That's a real bummer, Blue. That hurts. This is where you surely they forfeit, right? Range, 10 range. So the Arbalest outranged the ships, but the Springolds are the same range. The cannon's the same range. Never surrender. Yeah. Yeah, body blocked by his own buildings. Yeah, it was tragic. It didn't really quite work out. And it keeps running out of wood because Blue has zero villagers harvesting wood right now. So they were trying to repair this, but they ran out of wood. And all of these guys out here, these 25 villagers. That one straggler tree is gonna go though. That's gonna be the fastest 150 food or 150 wood it's ever been chopped. They can't even all fit around that tree. Look at that. Surely this one straggler tree will be enough wood to repair our buildings. Oh, it's gone. All right. Well, that didn't quite work. And just throws the trebuchet away. Okay. That's a decision by Blue. I've definitely done that before. It's like, oh, I moved my whole army back, but my trebuchets are still rolling forwards. Oops. Now, Blue is going to run out of lumber on this island pretty soon. Especially the parts that are not being watched by this army here. You know, what is... I mean, they've... Pink back at their base. Just more desert raiders. Pink's not building anything. I think they're probably just having a blast moving these little ships around and just shooting the hell out of Blue's buildings. This is living the dream. As like if I was a kid and like I got someone in this position, like where you can just send the ships around the little island and just bombard them, it's incredible. That's everything I've ever wanted out of a video game, frankly. Now, I am very curious to see what Blue does because they can't afford another wonder. If they'd got the walls up first, if they'd done a little, maybe. The idea was good, I think. And the idea could have worked. It just didn't quite do it. Now, looking up here for Pink, they could try to go for a wonder themselves. If they sold off a bunch of this, started buying stone, and got, some of this last stone deposit here on the map. I hope Pink does that just out of spite. They'll get their own wonders. Like, I'll show you how it's done. Getting the university up, get those tech upgrades. They really do have they have so many men-at-arms queued. Wow. They're gonna have like 90 men-at-arms. Again, I don't think men-at-arms match up against ships any better. Yeah, I mean, they could definitely try to make a dock and just like get a transport ship off. But at this point, Pink is they're sending more transport ships over. They're getting the gold vein. They have seen this stone vein up here. This monk up here, though, absolutely still vibing. So that's important. That's good. Trade ships cruising. Transport ship coming back for more. Slowly building a bit of an army. Got their dervish. Oh, they're finally going to get the relic. 50 minutes in, they did it. Yes, let's go, Pink. Now go ahead and put it back in the monastery. Don't bring it with you. Are you going? Are you bringing it with you for the heals and the Wololo? Okay, they're bringing it with them. Wow, they're bringing it with them. Okay, that's incredible. Now, Blue has been good about holding on to the relics, so I wonder if they lose this army, Blue's just going to immediately snarfle that up, stick it in a monastery somewhere. But Pink's like, no, this relic is meant to be used. That's fantastic. Now, Blue is once again capped because they keep losing houses because they keep building near the shoreline. And there's not a ton of room that's safe on this island, so like I get it. Blue did get tithe barns. That is an important resource here. Where are these guys going? Nope, just gonna hang out here. Deciding where to go. You know what? Let's check and see what Pink is looking at. Okay, so this is Pink's view now. Pink does get tithe barns, even though they don't actually have a relic in a mosque. Okay, Pink's going for the attack here. Let's see if check Blue, see when Blue notices. Blue's watching their school of cavalry get shot with a Zebek. Checks that. Doesn't see the little pink on the mini-map down here from the drop-off of the ships. Gets the notification the buildings are under attack. Come on. Look at the mini-map. Blue, look at the mini-map. Yes! Send your army. Send in those men-at-arms and knights. Yes! Go for the Wololo. Oh, if they pull that off. They do catch a few. They do catch a few. Not bad, honestly, not bad. Maybe Pink is the tactical genius. No, Blue literally just right-clicks every soldier onto that guy. Is unacceptable. And once again, getting just bombed to shit by all these boats. This is not going super well. Pink is now running and just hoping to kite them. I mean, these ships are close enough. They are getting torched. You know, I was making jokes about men-at-arms not being a great matchup against ships. These motherfuckers pulled out torches and like they're getting it done. Wow. Okay, Pink. Lost your relic there, bud. And I do like that Blue is starting to make hand cannoneers now. Bringing in gunpowder. That it gets shot by a bunch of cannons, but immediately builds it on the monastery. So monasteries can only hold 3 relics. Blue does realize that, yeah, I want that relic, actually. They are going to build another monastery for it. Hopefully a little further back. Barracks is, once again, Blue is having a real hard time with the population cap here. This island is just not big enough. I mean, they know for sure this island is unoccupied. They have this long-term scout over here in the monk. Meanwhile, these guys are on a streak. Archer ship does get away, and now it's invincible. Okay. I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of dead men at arms, but they did kill a lot of boats as well. And the army camp's looking a lot closer. So with the tide barns, they are slowly getting stone. Maybe blue is just hoping, I'll just hold out long enough. Eventually, I'll get enough stone. Eventually, I'll be able to get that wonder. Meanwhile, we see 30 more archer ships, much more Zebex. A couple more springled ships here from Pink. Pink. Look at that. Look at all those docks producing. Split them all across all of them. That's perfect. The immediate remaxing. Okay, got the monastery. There's the monk coming over. Did you know the Dao got its design from the Zhang? Massive ships built before caravels were a thing. Supposedly, they were twice the size of European trading ships. I did not know that. That's fascinating. I honestly, that sounds like something I'm going to have to look up after this stream. Ibid's out here with the ship tech. Bogla? Not sure about how to pronounce any of these. Really need to work on the pronunciation for all of these. Another house coming up here. Still not fully maxed out on those upgrades for either player. They are getting incendiary arrows though. Could be nice for blue to kill all those buildings that he's not aware of on the other island, but still, upgrades are good. And blue does have a dock. I don't know if pink sees that. Now, ideally, you'd want to get like a transport ship immediately and try to sneak something off. Now, pink will see these ones here. They do still have that warship there. And these other ones are just coming down, and they will obliterate this if they see it. But they're trying, you know? Blue's trying their best. But that's just... Pink just has such a superior position here. Okay, so... Pink does not know there's this dock down here, at least. They're bombarding the farms, though. Bombing the windmill. They were used by various Southeast Asian kingdoms, such as Slivjaya, Majapahit, and more, and were trading vital massive amounts of cargo between China, India, and the Middle East. They're the reason why Roman coins are found all the way as far as China. Oh, today I learned. Full of fun facts. I like it. I love it. Majapahit? Majapahit. Gotta work on my pronunciation for this stuff. My homework after the stream. We're an hour into this game, and honestly, not much has changed. Although blue is slowly getting a little fleet here. This fleet is just going to get annihilated by these... by pinks. The Red Palace could be rebuilt, I think. But blue is creeping up again in resources. If they go for another wonder, I don't know what I'll do. That'll be incredible. There's just not a lot of room on this island that's not in range of the ships, though. These little in cuts here make it very easy for pink to bombard quite far in. Like, this monastery will burn down unless... Oh, no, there's a villager preparing. Well, okay, just kidding. It got shot with cannons. As well as that farm. Man, things are just not going well for blue. They had this cool strat and it didn't work. Pink has tried to finish them off a couple of times. Let's check in on Pink. Oh, Pink sees the dock. Now, we can see that blue has their little fleet down here. Maybe Pink is thinking that they caught the dock before it made too many ships. We'll see if these sprinkled ships do okay. These ships have over 1,000 HP. It's just not enough from blue. Unless this one hero demo ship can land a perfect shot for 400 damage. Less than half of health of one of those. Nope, not going to do it. Pink remains dominant in the ocean. It still has so many ships just hanging out back here. And is Pink making more army? Not really. They're mostly just making more ships. You have enough ships, Pink. Clearly. You got to actually make an army. You got to land something. You got to do something, buddy. Got to send in a sieging force or something. Oh, villagers, no. Not that way, villagers. That's not a good dock. No, no. All right, well. Is there anywhere that Pink doesn't see? Not really, because they're constantly coming by here. They tried there and it didn't work. Yeah, blue's just landlocked. And the sad thing is blue could have done this to Pink with their massively superior fleet in the first 15, 20 minutes. They could have absolutely just locked Pink in like Pink is doing to them. Really, again, goes to show you, it's important to use your army early on. Use your military units. Don't just have them sitting at your base. They're not doing anything. Then you lead to blue's position here where he's just kind of stuck. Poor guys. And all these relics just sitting on the ground now. Just constantly shuffling these guys in, trying to find more room, but there's a bunch of sweaty soldiers in metal armor under a hot sun looking for shade. It's just not going well. Meanwhile, some transport ships here from Pink. Back. Dow. Hurricane in chat says, another fun fact, the sails found on dhows, like this one here, jongs, etc., are actually an Austronesian crab claw sails, the same designs used by many Polynesian vessels. Now, generally, I know that Age of Empires for 4 was pretty good about their design for stuff, so is this close to what a dhow would actually look like? I wonder. Because there's so much about the Age of Empires 4 was incredibly well researched. I'm consistently impressed by like the sound design, like the voice clips in Age of Empires 4 for each different civilization are based on that civilization, and they change as you age up. So your feudal age units will sound different than your imperial age units, which again is wild that they did that. And like the music changes for each faction, for each age. A bunch of really cool details. So it wouldn't surprise me that if these sails are I don't know if that's a unique model for Iobids. Pink just has so many ships in queue and like 0 melee units or like any sort of ground units. That's about done. Still that last stone outcropping out there. I just don't see what blue... Let's see. Let's take a look and see what blue is looking at. Okay, they're getting those relics. That's good. That's good. They have the tithe barn, so it's a good source of passive income. You going for a dock again? Okay. I mean, Pink, they have all around, but they're not. They even have a dock right out here. They do have quite the blockade, but it's possible. Oh no, this transport ship's going to come in with probably just a random mishmash of desert raiders here and just kill this dock once again. We do see bowstrings coming in for Pink. But it is only for archers and men archers. It won't affect the range of the archers on the archer ships. Pink turns around. Decides, no. Got to send in the ships to clear things out first. Might as well. I mean, it is good. The idea of going for 2 docks is good. You're gonna need to kind of go for them all at once, Blue. I think this might have been your last chance, because now I just imagine that Pink is just gonna stay here and just keep this corner sieged in. I think that can probably range the monastery as well. You see the transport ship coming in, dropping off the dervishes, the desert raiders, and it brings a trebuchet. Okay. Now, Blue, you have the army here. You're not doing much else with your army. You have so many resources. Goes for the repair. Doesn't send in the army, though. Sends in the villagers to repair it first. And Blue is down to 19 villagers now. Oh. Painful hits on those guys. The last living knight, dead. Dead to a cannon. Oh, Blue brings in one of the other relics. Oh, sniped. I was hoping Blue would be able to pull off a Wololo there. Get some ships of their own. That would have been amazing. But looks like Blue does clean it up. Yeah. All right. We're back to where we were again. An hour and 6 minutes in. I can't believe this game is going on for so long. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out. Just occasionally just blasting some stuff here. At some point, Pink's got to be like, okay, what am I doing here? They still just have more ships in queue, though. They're making some camel lancers, which is great. Camel lancers would ruin these poor men-at-arms here. One monk just patching up all their boo-boos here. One little giving band-aids, kissing them on their hurt knees. Very kind of them. Just not going well for Blue. And they have so few villagers. Like I'm not sure what Blue's game plan here is. This is one of the points where I wish that there was chat, or that we could see chat on replays, because I am curious if what they are saying to each other, if anything. They did immediately get those docks back up. But just trickling them out one by one is not going to go well. Like this Warcog is just going to go out here and die again. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not going to go well. Well. Yeah, I would have forfeited long ago, I think. They're just hanging out. Blue is getting an incendiary ship technology here out of this dock. We'll see if it survives long enough. I doubt it, though. Demo ship jukes away from the better spot and kind of goes around. It's unfortunate. Blue, you got to feel some sympathy for Blue. Like this game's been going for an hour and 10 minutes. Blue has looked at this. This is the extent. This one screen is the entire extent of Blue's kingdom. That's all there is. There's nothing else to manage. It's just this one screen. It's kind of a bummer for Blue. You know, maybe there's some simplicity in that, though. I don't have to worry about other bases or multitasking. If I hold this, and if I don't lose, then they can't win. And Blue has held. It is crazy that Pink has 152 in pop, mostly just from their giant Zebex. because each one of those takes 5 population. So they have so few units that Pink literally doesn't have the space to make ground units. They would have to delete their boats. And I don't think Pink either knows how or wants to. Well, the Ruck's going back in for blue. Those tithe barns really paying off. Some good income there. Down to about 24 stone a minute. We need another 4,500 stone. How many minutes is that before we can build the second wonder? Because they can delete this university and just slap it down here again. And honestly, like if they could manage it, I think their only income is these farms right here. And the tithe barns. And Pink did do them a favor by giving them that extra relic. But it is guarded over right now. So that relic is just kind of sitting out there on the shore, soaking up the rays. And again, we'll just check in. It's been an hour. This guy still hasn't been moved over here. I think we were right in our guess that Blue had no idea. Blue sent him out here on his little scouting mission and absolutely forgot about it. Which is so funny to me. Is that is the, I guess Blue's domain is all of this and also this little woodland patch here. It looks quite peaceful. So what is Blue looking at right now? Their base, of course. Yeah, they're just, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking there. What is Pink looking at? Moving into ships. Oh. Blue's only source of income is that monastery. That hurts. It feels great for Pink. Now, Pink is spending their gold pretty consistently on, again, just queuing up more of these ships. Dervish coming in, but no population room for any of it. I don't really know what Blue is hoping to achieve there with the Wololo out there. Puts it back down. It's like, okay, sorry guys, I was bored on my desert island. I'll put it down. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Fascinating. I was like, Wololo, but there's no units there. Well, wasn't using it on enemy units. He was using it on his own guys. Maybe he needs to kind of keep sedition from falling into the ranks here with a self Wololo. Gunpowder coming in finally from Pink. That's great. That's going to help his T-Bex. They are cannon based, so they will get that bonus from the chemistry. Trade chips still slowly bringing in income. You know, I hope that both players are happy with a game this long. Pink is just kind of vibing out on the map. Blue's managing their little empire here. Just kind of reassigning individual villagers to things. Where's this villager going? Is this a scout villager? Blue, you only have 11 of them. I was hoping that Pink isn't watching here. Unfortunately, no, Pink does have. Yeah. That hurt. That hurt. Okay, well. You can make more villagers if you need to, Blue. It's okay. We'll forgive you. Nope. More men-at-arms. The only unit that Blue knows how to make is men-at-arms. They're keeping they never want to fall below 60 men-at-arms. And this is just such a wild game. Like, what is going on in their heads? How is either one hoping to win? There's 10,000 food, 12,000 wood for Pink here. His island is almost completely deforested. He's now moving on to deforesting other islands. Oh, he's looking for the last relic. That's what Pink is doing now. So Pink is... Oh. Wait, did Blue... What happened to the monk from Blue? Oh no! He's exposed himself to dramatically more danger. Especially now that... So this dervish here is probably going to cap the sacred site. Because if you cap the sacred sites, that's a perfectly... That's a 10-minute timer to win right there. If you just go sit this guy on there, it's easy. But let's see if they're confounded by it or if Pink can find it. Okay, we see the shift clicks. Surely. Looks like the way that it's set up, they'll have to go all the long way around, but they will eventually find it. Good ship here. Now, I wonder, once he caps this, if Pink will drop off and we'll lose our poor monk friend. I'm very surprised that Blue did something with him. Just moved him to a strictly more dangerous spot for him. But I mean, if these are the only two things on your mini-map, I suppose eventually it makes sense. Does get a trebuchet, though, and queues up a total of 10 trebuchets. Gets another Siege Workshop, and another. Okay, the map. We're back to minute 30. Mass trebuchets. That's how we'll get off this island. We'll throw rocks at the boats. Meanwhile, gives up. Pink gives up. Pink thinks no. There's probably nothing important in there. We'll go check another island. Oh, Pink. Oh, it actually is. So it wasn't just Pink. It looks like, look on the map. It actually is fully walled in with trees. So you would need to chop down like this tree right here to actually get in there. So that explains why Pink can't see it. That's fascinating. And Pink's like, well, surely Age of Empires wouldn't put a sacred site somewhere awful for me, right? Surely not. Demolished by those trebuchets. Beautiful. Pink has a decent number more trebuchets coming. They're housed right now, so hopefully, yep, they'll get some houses up. Then even if those houses, get burnt down, then they'll at least have their trebuchets. Also, a couple more villagers came out here for Blue. Blue's still in this. An hour and 17 minutes of the game. Blue has plans. They're scheming. But so does Pink. Does Pink know? Yeah, Pink doesn't know where the sacred site's just right here. They're going to send their guys around, hopefully. Always relics just sitting here hurts a little bit. You can just build... Better to have a monastery right here than these farms. That is so many trebuchets, though. Can they afford more? They could, but they don't have the housing space for it. Come on, Pink. Go take that. Go take that sacred site. Good ship here. This is a fascinating game to me. And now covered by the trebuchets, Blue feels safe enough to try to make a dock. Now, I will get immediately turned and shot, but hopefully that will summon the trebuchet army. Because they've got all the men-at-arms watching here. Oh, why? No, you're just killing those guys for no reason. Maybe it's tactical. Maybe they want to buy time for the trebuchets to get into position. Set up. All of the men-at-arms pull their torches out. Even though those ships are so far away. They're like, oh, maybe though. Love that yoo-hoo from one of them. That was great. They did just lose all those villagers there. What does Pink do in response? Because right now, they've been sitting at 200 for a long time. We do get the sacred site here. But I think they probably will come down here and check, which I think it might lead to the death of our poor monk friend. But I don't know if they will literally ever find this sacred site, just because they would have to chop into it. I guess maybe eventually if they lose all the trees from all the other islands, they'll find it. Okay, sacred site done for Pink. I gotta take a drink of water here. Stay hydrated, everyone. We see Pink coming in from this side, just making sure there's no docks on this side at least. No trebuchets on this side, that's something. Does bring the whole fleet, though, around this other way. Wants to fight the trebs. The trebuchets are right by the shore, so they are very uniquely flammable. And the whole bonus of the trebuchets is the crazy range you get. So having them parked right here on the shore, yeah, back them up, move them away. Oh, they got the double kill off of that. Beautiful. With the trebuchets, again, the 600 extra damage to, or 200 extra damage to ships. That's pretty good. Now, are they close enough that these men-at-arms will get their time with the torches? Okay. Forced to back off. You know, this does just give Pink, because Pink is still at 200 housing space, like perpetually, between the free Desert Raiders and their max queued boats. And they still have nearly 20,000 wood in the bank. Not a lot of gold, though. Last trebuchet. The men-at-arms leave their last trebuchet to die. Will it get another shot off? Nope, I don't think so. Tries. Goes down. Oh. Okay. More demo ships coming out here. Good. If it just explodes right there. Oh, nope. It overshot. Oh, Blue. Blue, you had such opportunity. You could have taken out like 3 of them. Blue. Yes. Gets an easy 2 there. And this next demo ship comes out. Overshoots him. Blue, turn around. Okay. Just down to the 2 archer ships. And versus the one guy repairing the dock. Meanwhile, the transport ship has left these guys up here. Oh, no, it's still there. It's still there. What is the game plan for Pink? Oh yeah, that'll finish it off there. You know, it was almost a rallying breakout here from Blue. But the trebuchets on the shoreline just didn't quite work out. Yeah, that one villager just sent to his death. Like, yeah, go ahead and build that. Keep repairing that dock. Never mind those cannons and arrow ships and all this other stuff. Just keep at it. Does just immediately build another. Blue's persistent. It keeps, and Pink has backed off a little bit, so Blue is getting a little chance to chop away at these trees. Down to 13 villas, though, and it isn't making any more. We'd really love to see them making more villagers still. Even when it's just one island, you still need to make villagers, folks. Meanwhile, almost out of trees from that patch. Running still decent number of trees actually over here. I think still doing just fine. They don't really have to leave yet. They did load up on the transport ship over here. If they kill this monk, I don't know what I'll do, folks. I don't know what Blue will do, more importantly. That is Blue's only other source of vision on another island, is this one monk. And it's so funny. Blue is still queuing up men-at-arms. It's their favorite unit in the game, guys. Okay. Yeah, that'll kill that archer ship. Just take some fire here for those guys. Now, these warcogs will get absolutely mauled here. Yes, that's not gonna... Yep, line up the cannons. Does get a single shot off. 2 shots, and down to the depths. Trickles in another one. In range of their last remaining treb, though. Demo ship comes in. Okay, good contact. More ships coming down for pink, though. Oh, is it going to get a shot off? No. Decides to pack it up and die. Oh, blue. Blue. This is truly Sisyphean. You're absolutely correct. This whole game for blue must feel Sisyphean. Like, what are you doing with your life? No! No! The monk! Oh! Oh, no. Blue, maybe if you'd kept him hidden in the trees, maybe there would have been a chance. Maybe he would have been okay. Oh, that's tragic. Although honestly, that's got to be pretty perplexing for pink, because you've had complete sea dominance for the past hour, a full hour, and then you find one of their monks on a different island, like an hour into the game. You're like, huh? How did Haiti get there? What happened? So it's got to be a little confusing for pink. For Cherry Misfit up here. Gonna see if they can find a monastery hidden in the trees somewhere, maybe. Yep. Ripperonis in chat, exactly, for that poor monk. So sad. But pink is still not able to find that second sacred site. And I don't think they ever will, because it's right here. And it's locked into the trees. And they could try to chop into it, but like maybe once they see that there's no sacred site here, they're just going to be confused. This has been a very confusing game for pink, I think. Like, they built a wonder and it didn't work, and they're not doing anything, but we're still playing the game an hour and a half later. And I can't find the other sacred site. And there was a monk on this island for some reason, even though there hasn't been an enemy boat for an hour. And he keeps building all these men-at-arms that have torches. I just don't get it. I'm so confused. It's just... Okay. Blue does get a transport ship off. Don't just... Oh, Blue. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful fool, Blue. Don't lose that one villager in that transport ship. Please. Blue. I need you. I need this to work, Blue. I need you to win, Blue. Get up, just build another town center over here, please. Away from the shore. Run in here. Get in here. Finally, the breakout from Blue that we all were hoping for. That I was hoping for, at least. No, keep going. Don't stay on the shore. Don't run into that trade ship. Oh, no. Now, does pink notice? We're back at pink's cam. Didn't seem to notice that transport ship up there with the drop off. And they can't see right there. They don't have the vision right now. It's possible pink didn't notice. I think they're still looking for that other sacred site. They're still just like, where the heck? These guys couldn't find it. Yeah, secret base for blue would be fantastic. Going for the secret dock. Yeah, there is a transport ship like literally just across this little water passage here. Ideally, you'd also want to build like I don't think you can fit a town center in there. But something. These trade ships just coming back. Oh, pink is so smart. Pink is the smartest player alive. The galaxy brain. Oh my god. Now... No, he doesn't see over trees. I'm just kidding, Pink. I'm sorry. It was a really good idea to build an outpost here, because I thought it would give you vision over the trees. It doesn't. I'm sorry, Pink. You fooled me. I thought it was a great idea. I would have done the exact same thing. But no luck. Oh, Pink does see that Blue did get another dock up. Pink is this is Warren Pink's cam now. Once again, just perplexed. decides to build the lumber camp. They are going to chop into there. They've deduced that the sacred site must be in here somewhere. And it's true, it has to be here or here. And here would make more sense because it's more symmetrical. Well, not really, because here would be more fair for both players, really. But still, it's a reasonable deduction, and I like that they're gonna chop through it and see. They've also like pretty much chosen the exact right point, kind of by luck, I think. But like if they get rid of like just these few trees here, they can walk on in. And that could be the game. That means that pink won't have to ever deal with these 80-minute arms that blue has. Meanwhile, blue, that one villager. At least build a lumber camp or something. What are you doing? I'd love to see more wood chopping here for blue. Because they have these docks, but they don't have any lumber to do anything with it. 1,000,000 minute-arms with torches. Yes, exactly. You think pink's goal is to harvest every single tree? They're on an anti-tree. Full death to all ants. Oh, no. Oh, blue. You know, they might sink that transport ship, though. Nope. Okay, they did unload. You know, that one villager. Does pink see the villager? Sure does. That is the most in danger villager I've ever seen. Pink. Let him have it, Pink. He needs this. Blue needs this. You killed his monk. You got to give him something. Pink isn't going to kill them. Pink did see these dogs here, had a little fight. Just letting him have it. Does kill that transport ship. Pink is still a little perplexed that, like, where is that other sacred site? Maybe it's up here. Maybe I missed it. Will they chop through? No, you gave away your position. So when you step onto the sacred site like this, it does reveal. Nope. Oh no. Oh, blue. And of course, pink is sending in their massive navy to deal with this. Although most of their navy's still down here and here. Still, this should be enough to clean this up. That does hurt a little bit. And we do see these elite camel lancers landed here. Yeah, this game, I can't believe we're an hour and a half into it. Man, blue does build the town center here. They don't know. Look at that. They're building on the opposite side here, and neither one of them knows that the other one is there. That is beautiful. It is getting the town center, which I do want to see, because like that's you get more villagers that way. Get your income, you build more units. This game is incredible, folks. Meanwhile, pink did get the other relic that was on this island. Is coming back with it. We'll need to bring another transport ship over. Demo ship from blue doesn't quite make it. Blue. I had hopes for you, blue. And you know, maybe with this town center, it still will work out. It still might. I don't know. Okay, we do see finally these camel lancers that pink dropped off. We see, now camel lancers do destroy men-at-arms, but there's so many men-at-arms here. And pink is smart, bringing them back towards the navy. Blue's like, oh, okay, I don't really want to go that far. Kind of a standoff here. Brings in their one trebuchet to see if it can deal with the navy. Marches them forward in just an awkward box. No fighting, just moving. Tells them to be... Oh my god, it was cover. Oh my god, he boxed him in. Oh my god. He did it. Wow, Blue. Blue, you're my hero. Blue, they're all your camel lancers now. You're the smartest man in the world. Oh my god, Blue. I can't believe that you pulled that off with a monk. That's why you weren't attacking. That's why you just walked past them all. You just wanted to body block them. That was incredible. Look at all those camel lancers. The classic French camel lancer. That's bonkers. This game is everything I could have hoped for. In the meantime, the town center is up over here. Blue is queuing up villagers. We might see this game go on a little while longer. Oh, that's amazing. It was a trap. It truly was. Blue, once again, showing the versatility of their favorite unit, the Man-at-Arms. Ooh. Ships are coming in to bombard, though. Trebuchet's up. A little short on that shot on the Trebuchet. Sends in their camel lancers. Ooh. Pink, though, has been burned quite literally too many times. Backs up. Sends the camel lancers to the front, shows them off. Sends down the rest of Pink's fleet to support. Meanwhile, more villagers are coming out here. There is consistent wood income here for Blue because of this. Now, Pink could get in here and see this relic. This sacred site, which could be that's a very valid win condition here for Pink. If they just kind of just walk around the corner, either way, they see Blues, or this way and see the sacred site, and then bring these guys over to capture it. But it's very hard to do multiple things at once in this game. So they were managing their little fight here that they lost. Blue has repelled Pink from their island so many times at this point, I've lost count. Trebuchet once again on the shoreline, just hucking rocks at the boats, trying to skip them across the ocean here. We're on Pink's. We see the quick cut, like, oh, is that the Trebuchet? Oh no, it's over here. Okay, go for it. Oh, body blocked by his own. Oh, Man-at-Arms. Oh, that's a dead Trebuchet. Now, because Blue does have income now, thanks to their little hidden awkward shared island situation, they could just rebuild more Trebuchets. But they don't have anything in the queue besides villagers right now. And Pink still just has more boats queued. This is a wild game. I can't believe we're an hour and 37 minutes in. And like there is no sign of either player giving up. Because right now, Pink just doesn't have the army to do anything against Blue's Man-at-Arms and now Camel Lancers. Blue has the relic. Blue's going to use the relic. And Blue has a decent army. You know, not against a fleet, really. But they don't need it. They don't need these trees anymore. They have this. Up until... Oh, Blue's going for the docks here, too. Pink has no idea. Absolutely zero clue what is going on right under their nose. They caught this one kind of by luck, and because they have these trade ships going by all the time. But until... If Pink remembers to go looking for the sacred site here, or until these guys chop through the wood line to each other, which Blue doesn't know that they're on that side either. This is a real... No one knows what's going on, truly, outside themselves. Trade ships here, scouting along. Once again, just kind of tracing this line here back to their docks. Just looking at the resource count for Pink. They have 30,000 wood. And again, they could easily trade up and get a wonder here. Oh, actually, they're doing it now. They're buying stone. I just noticed that. So they are buying stone right now. If you build a wonder, Pink, that's how you got to win. If you build a wonder, that'll do it. Oh, Pink, please build that wonder. Because Blue obviously can't get off their island in any reasonable number to actually stop you. Yeah, they're selling their lumber and they are slowly transferring it into, ideally, stone. But right now, they're just kind of selling it. I don't really know. I hope they go for the wonder. I'm not sure. But it looks like we're about to see the cut through here. Still, neither side knows. Just cutting between the two. Now, ideally, you can build some of those amazing men-at-arms you love so much, but you have literally 0 gold and 0 gold income, Blue. If you put these relics into the monastery, you build a monastery here, you'd have some gold income. But I don't know if Blue's going to do that. Blue's probably too stoked to have these villagers just getting the wood income. And is building lots of these work hogs, lots of these galleys. Oh, did Pink see? No. I think they're just doing that to try to find the relic site or the sacred site. I don't think Pink actually knows. This is just coincidental. But I think that little line of trees is still going to stop the vision. Nope, it doesn't. It goes through. Oh, and immediately things pop off. So this is Pink's vision and Blue's vision. They're both looking at exactly the same spot. Immediately goes for a cannon emplacement. Probably should have went for the fortify first because these villagers will just burn it down with their torches. You know, Pink's got to be in a moment of panic here. Pink cuts back over here. It's like, oh, I need those units. Oh, where's my fleet? Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, what's happening? Hold on. I need to find something to bring over here. Look back over here again. Sees their thing getting burned down. Sees they have a town center. Sees that one villager with wood. Grabs the transport ship. Where's the army? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have an army. All I have is boats. I can't stop another Oh no. Okay. He does send it up here. He's going to pick up those guys. Meanwhile, Blue, one thing is Blue has been consistent on. They've been consistent on rebuilding their lumber camps a little bit closer. So that's been fantastic, honestly. This is just a fantastic game that we found here, folks. And it's even getting the houses up because they've been consistently housed like this whole game from their one bombed out island. Hey, what's up, Dandy Dragon? Man, and Blue is even amassing a fleet here with these warcogs. Now, ideally, I'd like to see some galleys sprinkled in as well, but still, if we see Blue win this, I don't know what I will do. But the stone is slowly climbing with the trading for Pink. Can't sleep, so I'm expecting new AoE for some reason. Yeah, well, welcome. We have. Man, I'm going to post this game on my YouTube video as well. This has been an incredible game. I can't believe we're an hour and 43 minutes in. Neither side really has the upper hand here. I mean, Pink definitely could have the upper hand, but all of their unit is in boats. They don't really have much of an army. They have these 4 guys and a monk, a dervish. It's just not going to go well. And now Pink is going to see that Blue has this army out here. Now, I think because Pink has been very good about getting all their ship upgrades and everything, I think Pink could probably still wipe this army pretty handily if they brought in everything. They do still have a lot of boats everywhere. But for now, Blue is feeling dominant. Yeah, and is making more houses, is finally at 200. All it took was an hour and 40 minutes, but we finally are at 200 pop for Blue. Meanwhile, this dervish does have the monk, so could go for a massive conversion here for Pink. Ooh. Pink is kind of slowly trickling these ships in, and these warcogs are going to just devastate these dows. Although I mean, again, the difference in upgrades is pretty stark. Pink has like every single ship upgrade possible. This is vengeance for blue for that one monk. Monk that lived an hour. Yeah, yeah. Blue cleans that up pretty handily, has more behind it. Unfortunately, there's been so many ships in queue for pink this whole game that's just immediately going to get remaxed. Yeah, these are bronze 1 players. Their elo is, I think it was an average of like 350. And I'm so impressed with the tenacity of both of these players. Like they are playing to win, and they are trying so hard. And they're dedicated. Like the dedication to play an hour and 45-minute game that's so cool, man. I love these players. I love that blue went for the wonder and it failed and he just stuck with it. Meanwhile, pink is starting to panic. Spent all that gold they had banked up, so the wonder is no longer in sight for them. Now, blue ships are not nearly as good quality, so it's taking a lot more. And again, if pink brings in everything, they still should be able to just lock in this little spot here. But this is a lot more defensible for blue. Does send a couple down here, tries to clear out these guys. Now, there's, okay, some archers. Some spearmen. Got a bit of an army up here. Versus the Camel Lancers. Now, blue's Camel Lancers are still here back at base. And these Springolds might be able to clean up this. It's going to be close. Yeah, pink definitely is going to be able to just mop these up. Now, both sides do know that is where the sacred site is, which is what pink was originally on this island for in the first place. Yeah, that's not looking good for blue in there, but blue is building another dock, and they do have the wood now. They're sitting on 10k wood, thanks to their little sneaky getaway move here. But there's just enough here that they'll be able to mop it up pretty handily. I would have loved to see blue try to sneak off to other islands as well. But so far, all of their attention has been on this island, their new island. But pink has just so many of the Z-Backs. Yeah, this is... Now, these Camel Lancers... That's not a ton of spearmen. And these are... I think these are still, like, Dark Age spearmen? Yeah, these are still... These are unupgraded spearmen, folks. We're an hour and 50 minutes in, and blue is building spearmen with 0 of their important upgrades. So these are effectively like Dark Age spearmen versus Imperial Age Lancers. It's gonna be bad. All of blue has... We all know blue's favorite unit is a Men-at-Arms. And they're all back on their home base along with their Camel Lancers they stole. So I imagine that they're just going to get destroyed. Blue will just get destroyed here. But if they all pile into the town center, the archer support, there's a chance. Some good choke point here. They can probably hold a while. That is quite a fleet for pink. But that's not going to win pink the game. And pink has been so far pretty bad at these land fights, and blue's been pretty good. So this is a pretty awful matchup here for blue. But because they have these production buildings here, they have the town center. Now, blue, you do need to do something. Blue. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Get those guys inside there. No, don't put your villagers in the town center, blue. Blue! Oh, the counter Wololo. Will it go down in time? It does go down in time. Pink was hoping for revenge, but didn't quite pull it off. The huge unwashed masses versus the cavalry managed to clean it up. Yeah, those lancers So this is an instance where Pink has right-clicked on something, and these units are trying to get to it. Very bad to do with melee units. You always want to attack move in situations like that. Because right now, like even these villagers with the knives out are like chasing this camel guy down, getting the little stabs in. Look at that, incredible. And all of Pink's army is in these ships with 12 more of these evacs queued. I don't like Pink just isn't going to be able to finish the game. I don't know what Pink's plan is. They were saving up for a wonder, I think. They were buying stone slowly, but they spent all of it on more ships. And Blue is able to get some more ships out here. Blue is tenacious, and talk about warrior spirit. They are not giving up. Even sends like decides to micro a Warthog back to heal. Takes it out. Now, unfortunately, these will just demolish this little fleet here. So Pink does have pretty much complete sea dominance. Sends it back to repair at the docks. Slowly. These arrive. It will just be some dead ships here. But I mean, I don't think Blue can dislodge, or Blue can be dislodged here. Not with the army that Pink has, which is basically 0 ground units. Oh, Blue, all these relics sitting here hurts me though. You could just build a monastery, especially now. Decides to go for more docks. I mean, these galleass are really what you need to fight these evics. They're equivalent, roughly. So there, I mean, a lot of blue ships are over here on this other side, are still keeping up here. So there's a chance. There's a chance Blue holds it off. Again, they're getting these galleasses here. 151 damage versus the 45 times 6. Yeah, and still the audacity to build the dock right here mid-fight. I love it. Now let's take a look at Pink's camera. Pink is just watching these units. Goes up like, oh no, okay, I'll send him. Yep, let me just send him down here. Perfect. All right, like, where else? Who else? Yeah, these guys. They're not doing it. Yeah, send them up here. Send them over here. And we'll get some more. Build some more. Okay, good. Get some more. Oh, it hurts to look at that. Look back here. Okay, good. Yeah, Blue has so many docks here. Blue is turning this around. Yeah, multiple docks is what you need, especially you have the income. You don't have the gold for the cogs, but you can make so many galleys. And they're making a couple of these galleasses. There's still another relic up here. Oh, you you just need to start getting that relic income. And it looks like Blue build another. They did build another monastery. Yes, let's go Blue. They're getting a little bit of gold income, which is allowing them to build more of these warcogs. Now, I don't know if this is going to be enough for Pink. I don't know if they probably should have pulled more. It looks like they're also trying to send over these free desert raiders that they've been getting the whole game. That's not going to be enough to defeat these angry villagers and this mass of one man at arms and a bunch of miscellaneous guys. Blue is holding on, man. I do not see an end in sight, frankly. Like, surely one of them has to, like, I gotta go eat, man. I gotta go pee. I gotta something. It's been a while. It's been nearly 2 hours. I really wish we had chat in Age of Empires 4 replays. Yeah, they cleaned this up. And Pink is now trickling in ships one at a time, which is how you just are going to lose your ships and throw away your sea dominance. Now the army counts are a little very strange on a water map because most of Blue's army is sitting right here between the Camel Lancers and the Men-at-Arms. And most of Pink's army is in the Xebecs. But Blue's got to be feeling good. They feeling like they turned things around. The score is even evening up a little bit. Sends them in. Pulls them away without really doing anything. Some minor errors with the army control. Just attack, move them up there. Sometimes it's very easy to over micro your forces. Sometimes it's best just to let them do their thing. Because like these guys are just, they were right click to move up here, and they're just not going to shoot. So attack move is usually just the best thing to do here. You can try like pull injured guys back, you know. Yeah. Blue manages to hold onto the water. I don't know if they know that really ships are getting made behind them. And Pink is out of gold. I don't know how that can happen 2 hours into the game when you've had map control the whole time. But, you know, they don't have any of the relics. All the relics are for Blue. I would like to see this sacred site get taken for Blue. If they can throw a monastery down here, get that relic in there. Well, these few desert raiders would just get swamped here. Yeah, go for the landmark snipe. They could, absolutely. I mean, especially landmark snipes are particularly easy against Ayubids because you just need these two buildings and that's it. So if they did just secretly built up, I don't know, a bunch of rams or bombards, trebuchets, something like that, you know, cannons, they could, and you know, there's not a lot in the way of defenses here for Pink, so it could happen. That is how we could see a Blue win here, is with that snipe. While Blue's clearing up the docks here. Pink finally deciding to take this 8,000 gold that's sitting here with their one villager. Ooh, Blue's getting pinched here. And these D-Backs, they're really, they just do so much damage. And they have so much health here. And these galleasses are just, they're good against structures. They're not great against these ships, not as good as these Xebecs. Like, these Xebecs also are great against buildings, but... And I don't know if Blue has the upgrade. Oh, no, Blue does have pretty much all the upgrades. That's good. Just the instant reinforcement here is rough. Yeah. Blue just needs 8 transports and a dream. You're 100% right. If they just snuck off with a transport here, they could absolutely go for it. I mean, these free desert raiders that are constantly being produced, desert raiders they're not very good, especially at this point in the game. They would just get mopped up, especially if Blue gets the upgrades. Blue does queue another 25 warcogs here out of their docks, and Pink is, because Pink's out of gold, they're now also just making the sprinkled chips. So once they lose these Xebecs, it's going to be a lot closer. They got a couple sprinkled around the map still, various places. You're keeping an eye on this island here. But eventually, these are going to go down. Blue's been very good about spending their huge lumber income. These fights are just... Man, imagine diving after all this. There's got to be so much wreckage here. A 2-hour-long game with like non-stop naval combat here. Getting the arrow slits on these. As well as over here. Still has a decent number of ships in queue. So they're out of gold, but they still have a couple more in queue that they already paid for. One thing, Matt, blue always finds time to make a lumber camp closer to lumber. That is one thing that blue has excelled at this whole game, is that they are constantly remaking their lumber camp. There's an incredible attention to detail. Yeah, they have a fight going on down here, but they made sure they got their lumber camp up close. So good. Yeah, and they again, it took a lot of losses and a lot of boats, but they did manage to win here. Because Pink is not rallying their ships forward at all. They're just coming out of the docks, and then Pink is having to individually go select them all, drag them all, bring them down. Yeah, selects all these, sends them in. If these had been here before, he probably would have won the fight. Yeah, these archer ships are just going to get demolished by these sprinkled ships here. Does send in a couple more. Pink's really trickling in. Pink does not want to give up the sea dominance they've had all game. Because so far, like, their vision on the map is incredible. Like, they really have had complete dominance. I think they're a little loath to pull ships and kind of give that up. But if you pulled everything, you wouldn't be having this problem, Pink. Sometimes you gotta respond with overwhelming force. And this is not it. Trickling in ships. Yeah, blue should. Again, it's going to be a little expensive for blue, but blue's consistently making more. They've got the relic income. Well, some relic income. Oh, no, they did. They lost their monastery again. Oh, blue. Rebuild that, blue. Okay, well, still. Meanwhile, the outpost trying to go up. Pink doesn't really want to send all these desert raiders in quite yet. Wants to see what's going on. Wants to get the outpost up. Does decide to build the ram. I love that. And blue does lose their whole navy here. It didn't keep it grouped up very well. And still, these evacs just do so much damage. It was now shooting across the way. Now, they'd probably like to build more rams. One is not going to do it. I mean, but blue, this is all wood that blue has taken that it was really hard for them to take on their island when they were surrounded. We'll see. Especially with these, if Pink brings down more ships, I don't think blue is going to be able to get out of this corner here. But meanwhile, up here, these villagers still chopping away. Now, there are only 17 villagers for blue, so ideally you'd want to train some more. They lost a lot of villagers in that last fight, and we do see them coming in here. Okay. A lot of these guys just shooting this tower rather than killing the actual other guys, but that's okay. These cannons are doing work as well. Now we're really seeing the upgrade difference. Like, these are feudal age archers effectively. Hasn't gotten any of these upgrades really. So this one ram sadly might be enough. They do have some men-at-arms here. Now, is this where we see if blue loses this place, do they scoop? Do they surrender? Because they just lost their whole navy. Now, Pink, I don't think they still can't fight this size of army, but they are going to be able to clean this up. That ram is staying alive. They'll burn that town center down. There's no one else alive on this whole island. Except for those two villagers out there, but that won't be long. So do we see blue finally surrender? 2 hours into the game. You had a chance, blue. See more of the desert raiders coming to the shore here for Pink, just in case. Those two villagers, nope. And the couple of men-at-arms, gone. Yeah, it's not looking good for blue once again. I mean, it hasn't looked good for blue this whole game, frankly. Blue's really just been pie in the sky dreaming. But do they have their dervish? No. So they could bring a dervish over and cap this sacred site as well. And if pink does that, that'd be an easy 10-minute timer on this 2-hour game. Oh, that last man at arms doing his best, going down. That's just not going to work, blue. I'm sorry. Yeah. Would have been cool. Would have been cool if it happened twice. This time, not so much. These will be your only camel lancers this whole game, I suppose. Yeah, blue is looking so impoverished here. Their poor island that they've been stuck on. And they decide to like they do rebuild the monastery. They get a couple of relics back into it. But surely pink just takes the sacred site now, because then they don't have to actually take the island. How is this? I mean, I would have surrendered an hour ago. This is wild. I'm amazed that blue hasn't surrendered so far. They're so tenacious. And they are making another monk. They're gonna try for that relic again. I think the exact same thing will happen. I mean, there's another relic down here. Just go grab that one, I suppose. Brings their one trebuchet they've had for a long time now. Huck some rocks at it. Okay, maybe now you go grab the relic. Back to pink. Okay. Pink does have the dervish on the island. Now, pink, if you just bring this over here. Just click this and bring it over here. Please. Then maybe that 10-minute timer is what will trigger blue to surrender. Maybe blue won't even realize and just lets it time out. But this will be game for sure. There's no way blue can get off the island in any sort of numbers. I mean, the front's not being watched. I guess they could technically build a dock and a transport and try to snipe this. But once his dervish gets here, yep. That should just be game for pink. Even with the trebuchet, hucking rocks, sending these guys scurrying from the shoreline. What a game, folks. There's been so many incredible moments here. I am so glad that I found this one. This has been fantastic. I was really hoping that Wonder would have done it early on. All right, we start the 10-minute timer. The onus is now on blue. Blue needs to do something. Get off the island, take a sacred site. We can cut to blue's view here. Kind of scope out the shoreline. Even cut in the fog of war here. Build the dock. They bring their trebuchet up to defend it. If blue manages to steal a sacred site, I'll scream. I don't know what I'll do. This is a 2-hour game so far. There's no way blue manages to actually snipe out a sacred site here. I mean, hopefully he'll just immediately go for the transport. Just Cuba transport like right away. Does Cuba transport? There's a chance. There's a chance. There's really not much in the way between him. Well, these guys will be a problem. But if he lands here, okay. Don't send it out too far. Okay, good job, blue. Now load it up. I know men-at-arms are your favorite unit in the game. Surely they can do it for you. He's gonna try. Blue is so tenacious. I have such mad respect for blue. Blue's gonna try. Blue sees the sacred site victory. He's like, no, I can stop that. I think. No, I think we're still in this game, folks. It also looks like he is gonna send a warcog. Unfortunately, the warcog did just kind of get the attention. Oh, pink. Pink could go sink that. You have to move pretty soon. You have to move pretty soon here, Blue. Run out of time. Get another transport ship. You have so many units still. Come on, Blue. Okay, he's sending the Warthog out to scout the way. He's hoping. Okay, sends in the transport ship. This has got to be his last ploy, right? Last play. I'm surprised he didn't make multiple. This is Blue's a dreamer, everyone. Blue is hoping. Blue thinks he can pull this off. Oh, I don't know why you didn't keep your buddy with you there. Okay, well, maybe if he distracts them here. Okay, he is going to land them here. Oh, Pink is so smart, though. Pink is already bringing some units across over here. You have to move fast, Blue. Bring your guys up. Go fast. Now, this will be in, like, direct cannon fire the whole time. So what did he bring over? Villagers. Okay, is Blue or is Pink hoping to wall this off? He's gonna have to act fast. So Pink just now, he's coming to view. He didn't see the transport. The transport snuck through. I don't think Pink has noticed yet. He's still worrying about down here. He's microing his little ships. Maybe he didn't see him. They'll come around here in just a second, though, for Blue. Blue does manage to sneak them around. Just get on the point. Just stay on the point. Just stay on the point. Oh, please. No, stay on the point. Oh, Blue. Oh, please. Stay on the point, Blue. Split up. Take the stagger formation. Spread out. Spread out. Stay on the point. Stay on the point, please. Blue. Spread out. Take the stagger. No, get back on the point. Blue. Blue, you have a chance. Blue. Oh, no. Oh, one guy. No. Blue. You are so close. Yeah, just dance. Do your little do your dance. No, just stay on the point. You're so close to neutralizing it. Oh my god, he's gonna do it. He did it. Oh my god. Does Pink forfeit now out of rage? I can't believe that. The mad lad did it. This has got to feel like a victory for Blue. Like what an incredible game. I am so impressed by both of these players. Like, Pink was really smart. They were going to bring over a dock here and build a little defense force. Blue did manage to snipe it off with his one transport ship. Sends it back and loads it up with some more stuff. Did he bring the dervish? He did. Okay. He is going to put another 10-minute timer on the clock, though. Can Blue pull it off again? Surely not, right? Does Pink move ships to intercept at all? No. No, Pink is just... What is Pink looking at right now? Just looking at here. What an incredible match. All right, another 10 minutes on the clock for Blue. Does he go for the same site or does... I mean, he can see... So right now, he can see all the units on the sacred site itself, at least. So he knows there's a lot of units over here. He knows there's some units over here. So I think he's going to go for the same sacred site again. One shipload of units is not going to be enough. Blue has the resources for more. He could absolutely get more. I'm a little perplexed as to why he's not, and he's just sending them in little shiploads of 16. Because last time it worked, this time it's not going to. There'll be an outpost. These ships are all aware now. The monk is still there. I mean, he does land successfully. Oh, he brings a monk with a relic of his own. Oh, you clever, clever lad. I mean, the Wololo has worked at least once before for blue. And he brought a trebuchet. Because what else would you bring to kill ships except a trebuchet? He's going to try to sneak up and around again. This is so funny. I don't... I think you can, yes. If the monks are caught in a conversion, it will... I think it will steal the enemy monks. Now they're moving real slow because he's moving with this trebuchet. He has them all selected all here at once. Is he... Okay, so pink is getting the cannon emplacements and fortifying these outposts here. I'm surprised that neither side has built a castle this whole game. Is blue going back for another load of units? No. Blue sends in the trebuchet first. Send it in by itself. Get those ships out of the way. Surely this one trebuchet will take care of this whole little flotilla here. He also right-clicks all of these guys onto the boat. They all pull out their torches. Oh. That's what the camel, the classic French camel gets for being a traitor to pink. Yeah, a solid contact. Now these men-at-arms, blue, you're gonna need more units. This is not gonna be enough. Maybe if you kept snuck some around the backside. Oh, yeah. Pink's seen this trick enough. Shoots down the monk before it gets a chance to do its Wololo. Keeps him healed up with the dervish. Last stand of the men-at-arms. I don't think blue will have a chance after this. Yep. Well, it was a valiant attempt. I'm still so impressed by both of these players. Now blue, yeah, will not have enough time, I don't think. Lost their dock to this Zebek. Doesn't have a dock. Does have enough wood to make another one. Brings up the 10 camel lancers that they stole earlier in the game, as well as some of these knights. Does still have the transport ship. I didn't realize he still had the transport ship. Would have been nice to make multiple trips all at once, blue. Yeah, that's not going to be sufficient, I don't think, buddy. Meanwhile, pink is just kind of trotting around the island here, doing a victory lap. Thought about bringing another monk over, but there's no room in the boat. No, sorry. Oh, so some people get out so they can get back. Okay, well, that's very polite of us men-at-arms to do that, really. Okay, yeah, we'll hop out. That's so funny. That guy stays on. Does decide to build another dock down here, but it's immediately going to get shot. Sends it up. Will he still land here on this shore? There's only 5 minutes left. Even more outposts for pink. And pink does bring over more guys. Look at that load of free desert raiders here. Now what is blue doing? Is blue moving out elsewhere? Hey there, Zyra. You're catching the end of a fantastic game right now. I don't know. Oh, Blue sees all the diversion over here, and blue thinks maybe they pulled enough away over here. I mean, they haven't, and he can see this is blue's vision right now. That's a bit of an uphill fight, I would think, for 14 men-at-arms, a trebuchet, and a monk. And no other support on the way. Nope, turns around. Nope, goes for it. Doesn't know what he's doing. Panicking. 4 minutes left on the clock. Is blue just gonna set foot on home soil? No. He just wants to go around a different angle. Hopefully avoid these warships. Doesn't. Oh. Can he unload them in time? No. Oh. Surely he forfeits now. Oh, right to the bottom it goes. Tragic. Yeah. Loses the dock. All these Minotaurs have been sitting here the whole game. Getting their torches out to come out here. Yeah, 3 minutes left. It's over for blue. I mean, it feels like it's been over for blue for 2 hours, but this time it actually is over for blue. What a game! There's been so many moments from the early monk, the hermit monk, to like the wonder building, to the side by side villagers here, to all these sea bat. What a game! What just an incredible game! There's the forfeit from blue. Wow. I absolutely am shocked at how good both of those players were in this game. Like, yeah, they're bronze one. There's a bunch of issues, but damn, they were playing for their lives here on just like a random ranked match. That was just incredible. Let's go find. This was the game here. The timeline, the total unit count, the villager count, a high early peak for blue, and again, blue had the Navy lead here at the 20-minute mark. Things could have played out so differently if they had just sent their ships a little closer. And like the ups and downs over time, my God. Total resources count. At one point, huge for Pink. We thought Pink was going to go for a wonder as well. Just an incredible game, folks. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a real blast. I'm looking forward to finding other really cool games like this in the future. And I will catch you all in the future.